What's up, everyone? It's finally time to get this Z into the garage. I cannot believe it's been nearly about 10 years since I've actually owned my own sports car that I would be able to actually work on and tune. And so I'm just so excited about this. I had a G35 back in the late 2010s, and I sold that in 2013 to buy a pickup truck to begin flipping homes on my journey to becoming financially independent. I finally achieved that goal a couple years ago and been working on some other projects, as you all know. Been working on building another Airbnb, which is a glamping tent, and so I'll show you guys that now. So this is the glamping tent that I have been building for the last 10 weeks. It's nearly complete. I still have some things to finish up inside. Right now I'm waiting on the electrician to come and run the interior wiring. But as you can see, this is it here. Like I said, it's nearly complete. As you can see, there's going to be a bathroom in here. I'm going to put a wood burning stove, possibly like a day bed with some AC for the summertime. And then over here, we'll have a queen sized bed with a washer and dryer so that all the linens and stuff like that can be washed here in between guests. Then in the bathroom, obviously gonna have a toilet, vanity, hot water heater is gonna go in there. And then we've got this golden shower. Wait a second, that doesn't sound right. So this is a copper penny metal shower, but it has very much of a rose gold tint to it. And I'll just open up this window here, see if we can get a little more light on it so you can better see the collar on that. So hopefully you can kind of see that. The lighting in here is a little funky, but like I said, this is going to be my next Airbnb. Like I said, I built another Airbnb, and y'all probably seen that before. That is a tiny home, which allowed me to achieve my financial independence. Airbnbs like this are a great return on investment. Some of the best returns on investment that I've seen outside of high growth stocks or speculative plays such as Bitcoin. And short-term rentals like these can generate several thousands of dollars per month. And this one only cost me about 25 grand to build. Guys, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to what's going on. Hopefully you have, with the stock markets and inflation. It's definitely a time to be paying attention to that kind of stuff, because I really believe that we are about to experience some sort of major correction, and right now is the time to be preparing for that correction. Inflation has been going down, but it is still elevated, and if things get bad right now, we could see a turn in the economy, which could cause a lot of pain for a lot of people. So being prepared for that is key. You never know, people may lose their jobs, but anyway, enough of that, guys. Not financial advice, but if you are interested in starting a short-term rental business that could allow you to earn several thousands of dollars per month and achieve financial independence, or build enough of these and even achieve financial freedom, or maybe you just want to buy your dream car, you can click my affiliate link. There's a link down in the description below. All right, guys, I got to get Alex's car out of the garage. If you watched some of my previous videos, you would know that we've been working on replacing the engine in his car. We got that in, but there was a problem with transmission. Anyway, short story, we're still waiting on parts, so I'm gonna push that outside now. And then I need to put the Infinity up on the lift. check some things out. When I went home at Thanksgiving, on my drive back, I started noticing a little issue. It felt like I was running on the rumble strip, but not nearly that severe. Just felt like uneven pavement, but I consistently felt this vibration for a couple miles. So I pulled off to check everything out, and on this side, this wheel was really hot. On my channel, if you've seen, I did a big brake upgrade on this car, and the rear rotors, I had to do a lot of research to figure out which ones to use that would fit this vehicle with the correct size hub for the parking brake. So anyway, when I stopped, I pulled off the wheel, and I did notice there was a hot spot on that. So we're gonna put that up on the lift and take a look first. So as you can see here, there's this spot on the rotor. It actually kind of boiled off this protective coating on this hub here. Not sure why. Why would there be one spot? If anyone knows the answer to this, drop it down in the comment below. So like I said, I put these rotors on here. I sourced these from a Q50 with the 370Z sports brake calipers and pads. I couldn't use a 350Z rotor on this because the hub diameter was actually smaller than parking brake pads. So anyway, I'm gonna pull this off, take a look at the inside of this, and to see if I can see what's going on. All right, guys, just got this off. I'm taking a look at this. Nothing looks too funky or out of whack here. But what I did notice is when I pulled the brake rotor off, that it had a sort of a tight fit against this pad. Like I said, these were Q50 rotors, which had a 2mm larger hub. So when I put these on, I had to actually adjust these brake shoes out. On this side, I do recall that this side was slightly tighter than the other side. And I had originally intended to go back and actually move the other side out a little more. But I tried it out, drove it around, and the parking brake seemed to hold pretty well. I do think the other side could be adjusted out a little more, but I drove this like that for, it's been several months now, maybe 4 or 5 months, several thousands of miles, probably 5,000 miles on this now. And I don't know why all of a sudden this would be an issue when it wasn't in the past. The only thing I could think of is whenever I was coming down some hills going to the mountains is when I started to notice it. So I thought maybe that just the heat from normal braking coming down the hill there, maybe the rotor got hot and caused it to expand a little bit. And then it started rubbing on the brake shoe for the parking brake. And then once that happened, it just continued to get hotter and expand. And so maybe when I stopped and pulled off the wheel and took a look at everything, I was there probably about 35 minutes or so. Maybe gave that time to cool down. I haven't had the problem since. And that was nearly 3 weeks ago now. So anyway, I'm just gonna dial this back just a hair and put that back on. Hopefully that takes care of the issue. All right, guys, I got that checked out. I think everything looks good there. I checked out the wheel bearings. I've been hearing a bit of a whining sound, so I wanted to make sure that was all right. I didn't see anything there. Check the fluids. So I think I got this thing all ready. So now it is time to bring in the Z. Let's go, baby. Woo! here she is. That's a 2013 370Z Nismo. It's got 42,000 miles on it. It's got a ton of aftermarket upgrades on it, such as these wheels. We've got an exhaust on here. I'm excited to see what exhaust this is so I can look it up and just see what this thing's supposed to sound like, maybe online. We've also got a single precision turbo kit with a front mount intercooler. This thing's supposed to be good for 665 wheel horsepower. So I think the first thing I'm going to try to do, I've never tried to start this car. Apparently the motor is blown, they believed. And it looks like we got a visitor in this car. So that's gonna be interesting. But anyway, guys, first thing I'm gonna do is to put this thing on the charger, try to see if I can get some power. Right now, the ignition's not even turning on, so I'm gonna work on that now. All right, guys, I tested out the battery. It has less than 1 volt, so I got the battery tender hooked up to that. I'm also just starting to clean up here around the engine bay. I found some debris in here from our little visitor, so I just got that cleaned up. And I'm gonna start working on cleaning the interior because this car set outside, it is definitely pretty dirty. There's a lot of dirt and debris in here. So while I'm waiting on the battery charge, I'm gonna be working on that. Alright guys, I got the interior cleaned up about as best as I can for a quick clean. I need to scrub down these seats with some fabric cleaner. I still got to clean out the back of the car, but right now I can't get the hatch open because there's no power from the battery. So anyway guys, yeah, it pretty much wraps it up for me for now. Pretty much probably until the new year. Getting ready to go on holiday, go travel, visit some family. I got some big plans for this car in the new year. So hopefully in 2024, we can start off the year strong, start working on this thing, get it knocked out. Then I can start making videos on actually driving this thing. So happy holidays out there to all of you. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll see you in 2024. All right, guys, keep building that dream.